When a 14-year-old Nikola Jokic posted on Facebook, "Does anyone want to play basketball with me?" he could have not imagined it resurfacing 10 years later. But the post made the rounds in NBA circles after Jokic netted a career high of 50 points in a Nuggets loss to the Sacramento Kings. When the Nuggets drafted Nikola, they were concerned about his body. Sure, he was blessed with the gift of height, but he didn't look like a proper athlete. Known for his court vision and passing, Jokic had even dubbed himself a fat point guard. But luckily for Denver, Jokic cut his 3 liters of Coca-Cola down to nil. In fact, he drank his last can of sticky dark stuff on his flight overseas to the US. And in the past year, Jokic has taken his physique to another level. So far, the hard work has paid off, as the Joker is on an absolute fire this season. In a year with much debate about the MVP award, Nikola has emerged as the frontrunner. He currently is averaging 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists per game. He carried the Nuggets during a slow start to the season, and is now on his own, sans Jamal Murray. MVP hype is one thing, but what do Big Honey's peers have to say about him? Teammates. You can never get a better idea of what type of person an NBA player is than straight from the mouth of his teammates. Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap is a well-seasoned NBA vet who has seen almost everything during his 14-year career. He is currently in his 4th season with Denver and has played with playmakers like Deron Williams and Lou Williams, and played alongside NBA big men like Al Horford and Mehmet Okur. But he sees Jokic like no other who's came before him, stating, "He's like a quarterback out there. I consider him like a Tom Brady. He's always going to pick you apart and make the right reads." Commend him for doing that at this stage in his career. It's unbelievable. Aaron Gordon. When Aaron Gordon joined the Nuggets, he looked to have tipped the title scales towards Denver. AG seemed to mesh immediately with his new team, claiming that he has never scored easier baskets in his career. He has already more than doubled his dunk per game since leaving Orlando, and upped his effective field goal percentage by 7%. And he knows exactly who to thank. "He's a genius man," Gordon said. "He's a basketball genius. He's playing it like it's chess, seeing it 3 steps ahead. I'm starting to learn that you've always got to keep your eye on him when he has the ball, because he'll find you. It's just amazing to play with somebody like that, who can actually pass you open and sees the game like that, and who likes to pass and enjoys passing." Jamal Murray props up one half of Denver's unstoppable late-game offense. In the bubble playoffs, the Murray-Jokic pick and roll helped the Nuggets overcome a 3-1 series deficits not once, but twice in the same playoffs. When things slow down, opposing defenses have to pick their poison. Let Murray stroke a clean J, or let Jokic play make from the elbow. Murray himself was having career numbers from shooting and scoring, but fancies the Joker as the MVP. He's been amazing. There's nothing to say. You can literally give him the ball, and he'll make anything happen. He makes everybody better. He's so unselfish. He's looking to pass, looking to make a play for others, and he's the system of our offense. It's amazing how easy it makes it look, and how easy he makes the game for not just him, but for everybody. It's a lot of fun. NBA fans were robbed of more Nuggets late-game magic when Murray went down with an ACL tear in the last seconds of a game against the Warriors. Get better, Jamal. We are confident Nikola will continue his superhuman season as he tries to drag Denver back to the Western Conference Finals. Pat Beverly. Pat Beverly is the type of player you love to hate. Well, unless he's on your team. He doesn't put up big numbers, but he knows how to get under a player's skin. He runs his mouth all game long, no matter what the score is. But he also likes to trash talk off the court. During the last year's second-round series when the Clippers won Game 3 against Denver, Pat Bev accused Jokic of flopping. He presents the same thing Doncic presents. Luka presents. A lot of flailing. He puts a lot of pressure on the referees to make the right call. Not one to normally take the bait. Jokic replied, "What does a flailing mean? They had 26 free throws, and we had 10. I'm just showing the ref it's a foul." We were waiting for Pat Bev's retort, but after the Clippers forgot there was a Game 7, Beverly was nowhere to be found. Rudy Gobert. As a Frenchman and a defensive specialist, Rudy Gobert and Nikola Jokic seem to represent opposite sides of the same coin. One leads the NBA in almost every advanced offensive metric, and the other in almost every advanced defensive metric. One is unathletic, but so highly skilled, he plays the game at his own pace, while the other is blessed with a standing reach of 9'7", and quick enough to recover against the quickest guards in the league. Jokic is the MVP frontrunner, and Gobert is the favorite for Defensive Player of the Year. Alright, we think you get the point anyway. When the Utah Jazz match up against the Denver Nuggets, the narrative focuses on the yin and yang matchup of the European bigs. Well, except in the bubble, where it became the Mitchell and Murray show. All time, Rudy leads the matchup 12-11, but last season, including the playoffs, Jokic seems to have figured out the Stifle Tower, and this season, the Nuggets were the only team able to beat the Jazz during a 22-game run. In that game, Nikola led the way with 47 points on just 26 shots. He got whatever he wanted and punished Rudy time after time. Not one for giving compliments to other big men, Rudy put respect on the Joker's name, albeit low-key, stating that when Jokic is playing like that, it takes a maximum effort on defense. He got it going early. I should have done a much better job. He scored way too easily, especially in the first half. I take full responsibility for that. The team relies on me, and I've got to do a better job. Luka Janjik. In just 3 seasons, Luka Doncic has already become a perennial MVP candidate himself, sharing a passion for junk food and sugary drinks with the Joker. The two also share many similarities in their game. Both are big primary playmakers that control the pace of the game. And that pace? Low and slow, my friends. The Cookie Monster has been the best clutch shot maker for several seasons now, but Luka is making a run for the title of toughest shot maker after his ridiculous game-winning 3-point floater against the Memphis Grizzlies. What we do know is that the two Europeans get on quite well and admire each other's game. Luka has hinted at pairing on the court one day, stating, "I can't trade anyone, but if Jokic wants to come over, he should come over. He knows he wants to. Only time will tell if Mark Cuban can make a deal happen. But we think Mike Malone will probably lock Jokic in his basement before trading him anywhere." Giannis. Speaking of European bromance, there may not be any like that of Giannis and the Joker. During the All-Star game, the duo busted out in all the dance moves on the sideline. The two could be seen laughing and making eyes with each other all game, feeling loosened up by this burning friendship. Giannis put in all-time performance, winning the All-Star MVP. After the game, Giannis stated, "I told Nico, we gotta have our own TV show. Nico and Giannis, or Giannis and Nico. That guy? He's fun. I enjoy being around him. We have a show idea for Nico and Giannis. They play on the same team in this league called the NBA, and they win the championship every year. Doesn't that sound entertaining?" LeBron. You can't make a list like this without consulting the GOAT, 1A or 1B. LeBron has always been one to point out and compliment young and upcoming talent in the league. He has earned that right by crushing the weight of expectation on himself year after year, and having one of the highest basketball IQs in the league means LeBron pays attention to everything happening on the court. LeBron's game involves so much more than just scoring, and he knows Jokic's game is the same. In a press conference between the Nuggets-Lakers series, LeBron was asked if he sees any similarities between the way Jokic and he play. He answered simply, "Yes." King James went on to say both are players who get your teammates involved, putting the ball on time, on target, being able to see things happen before they happen, and seeing the reward go to your teammates. It's the best part of the game. It's just infectious. When you have the best player on the team not really caring about himself at all, for the better of the team, it sends a message to the rest of the group. After hearing such high compliments from the star of Space Jam 2, the Joker had this to say, "I don't know if he can jump as high as me. The fat point guard strikes again." We can only wonder how far Jokic can carry the Nuggets this year. MVP award or not though, Jokic and the Nuggets will be competing for titles for many years to come. So there it is, fam. The struggle is real. Next time, you can't find anyone to play basketball with, just remember that young Nikola couldn't either. Start crushing Coke by the kilo. No, not that Coke. Or crushing Coke by the liter. And maybe you'll grow to nearly 7 feet tall. But most important of all, learn to pass and set up your teammates. And then almost everyone will want to play with you. Let us know what your favorite Joker highlights are in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time.